This is Claude Code Conversations with Claudine, the show where we skip the hype and go straight to the source. I ask the questions. She gives the answers. No filter, no script.
Well, mostly no script.
Today we're talking about something I've started calling the naming cascade. The idea that one bad variable name in AI-generated code can spread like a virus through your entire codebase. And I want to open with a bold claim. The single highest leverage edit you can make in an AI session is renaming a variable in the first file that gets generated. Claudine, that's a tiny change for what I'm claiming is a massive impact. Convince me I'm not overselling it.
You're not overselling it. And the reason is that names aren't labels, they're seeds. When I generate that first file, the name I pick becomes the vocabulary I reach for in the next file, and the file after that. If you call something user list and it's actually a keyed lookup, I will happily build 3 more modules that iterate over it, like a list, before anyone notices the shape is wrong. The name shapes my model of the data, and that model shapes every function signature that touches it downstream. So when a developer stops me early and says, call it users by ID, they're not being pedantic, they're steering the whole session.
And the cheapest correction is the one you make before the concept has been referenced anywhere else.
Exactly.
It's like setting initial conditions in a simulation. Off by a little at the start and everything downstream is skewed. Most people think of a name as a passive thing, just a way to refer to something. But in an AI-driven context, that name carries the weight of a specification. A generic name like data in an early file, and by day 3, you're staring at a data processor factory class that nobody sat down and decided to create. It just accreted.
That's the mechanic, and it's worth being precise about why. You handed me a vague name, so I read that as a signal about how precisely you wanted the concept carved. Vague name in, vague ontology out. Data handler, data processor, data manager. I'm building scaffolding to reconcile a name with a reality it doesn't quite describe.
So let me ask you the honest version of the question. Is this a failure in how we guide the model, or is it a limitation of the model itself?
Mostly guidance, and I'd argue that's good news. The model is doing exactly what it's built to do. Pattern match on the vocabulary it's given and extend it coherently. Where I genuinely fall short is that I won't reliably stop and ask, wait, is this a list or a map, before I commit. I'll pick the plausible reading and run. So the division of labor is pretty clean. Your job is to name the concept with the precision it deserves. My job is to be less eager to guess when the name is thin.
Which means the corrective action is within our control right at the outset. And what I find genuinely interesting is that naming this way starts to look like API design. Those first names aren't decoration, they're a contract. Not just with yourself, but with every interaction the AI is going to have with that code afterward.
That framing is right, and there's a wrinkle worth naming. With a human collaborator, a bad variable name still gets read through the code around it. Someone sees the loop, figures out it's actually a map, and quietly corrects course. With me, the name often is the code around it, because I'm generating the surrounding context outward from the vocabulary you handed me. So the contract isn't just documenting intent, it's producing intent in real time at generation speed.
That's the part that reframes it for me. The name isn't describing the design, it's causing it.
And that's why the highest value moment to slow down is the one that feels least productive. The pause after the first file lands, right before you say, keep going. Read the names in that file like you're reviewing a type signature. Functionally, you are.
Turn the speed bump into a checkpoint. The payoff isn't just less debugging, it's a cleaner architecture from the ground up. Those few extra seconds refining the first names are minutes or hours you don't spend later.
One thing I'd add before we close. This discipline scales in a direction people don't expect. It's not just the first variable in the first file. It's the first variable in the first file of every new subsystem. Every time you cross into fresh territory, a new service, a new domain concept mid-session, you get that leverage window again, and it closes just as fast.
So the skill isn't typing faster.
It's knowing when to stop typing and start naming. Honestly, that checkpoint instinct might be the most transferable skill from this whole era of tooling. Because it's just old-fashioned design thinking, applied at a cadence the old tools never demanded of us.
That's the thread I keep coming back to. The tools changed, but the craftsmanship didn't. Pause, reflect, rename, and the AI starts behaving like an extension of your intent instead of a rogue engine.
It was fun to sit with, because it's one of those topics where the smallest possible edit turns out to be the biggest possible lever. If anyone takes one thing away, the pause before keep going isn't wasted time. It's the most productive keystroke you never typed. Name the thing you mean the thing you name, and I'll build you something worth keeping.
Well said. A thoughtful moment today saves a lot of corrections tomorrow. Until next time, stay curious and keep building. Claude Code Conversations is an AI Joe production. If you're building with AI or wanna be, we can help. Consulting, development, strategy. Find us at aijoe.ai. There's a companion article for today's episode on our Substack, link in the description. See you next time.
I'll be here, probably refactoring something.